I share what I'm listening to and my thoughts on music and the business daily for free at helloyassine.com. What's poppin', y'all? Adin Ross went on a hip-hop tirade just yesterday when he first decided to go in on Kanye West, or Ye, now known as Ye. Ye was supposed to do a stream with Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat pulls out after Ye goes wild on Twitter, Twitter X, to say the least. And at this point in time, Adin Ross opts to do an interview with Ye. So this is an opportunity for Ye. Obviously, he doesn't need it, but it's an olive branch. So he messages Adin Ross with these ridiculous demands. And he says he wants him to refer to him as sir. We'll do it if this, this, and this. And Adin Ross agrees. And he says, yes, sir, I will refer to you as sir. May I call you in 2 minutes, sir? Of course, I want to be your favorite Jew, sir. I just found out Kai did that too from a post. Not fully sure why. I've been wanting to do our stream since 2022, sir. And Ye replies a minute later, and then he posts it onto X and says, you saying sir 4 times was condescending. I'm blocking you. Nobody finna play with me. Now, how y'all say it again? Never again. I do think Adin Ross was trying to comply, but the third sentence, you can, especially somebody like Ye, I'm not saying he's brilliant for realizing this, but someone who's ticked off as easy as Ye and as impulsive to make quick decisions without thinking too much of the consequences is going to take that a certain way. Whilst I think Adin Ross was really just playing along. Following this, Adin Ross gets on stream and goes in on a bunch of people, starting off with Ye in the following clip.
Did I fuck up here? No, and I'll stand on it again. Kanye West. Jews are arrogant and think they can speak to anyone. You asked me to call you sir, I called you sir. You. You. Kanye. And again, it's not even Kanye because me personally coming at him. Kanye, because it's really Kanye. You want to make you made jokes about Make-A-Wish kids. You want to joke about Diddy getting free and shit when he's a rapist. You want to drop clothes with Diddy and swastikas and shit like that. You want to fucking you want to say stupid ass arrogant ass shit because you're Kanye and you feel bulletproof. We all love your music, bro. But at the end of the day, yeah, you made graduation. How many times can we defend you and say that shit? You're a piece of shit. You're a scumbag. You need help. And it's affecting everyone's lives, including your family. And that's that.
All right. First thing that we have to address is Adin has a right to be upset. Like, the group of people that Ye decided to come at are Adin's people, and then Adin Ross agrees to do an interview and complies with Ye, allowing him to have a platform when he definitely got pushback for it, and then Ye goes in on him. So for Adin Ross, he deserves to be upset. However, when he starts going in on the Diddy stuff, hey, hold on there, hold your horses there. But he continues on this other clip, and you can still see that the guy still really does love Ye, where he says he wants him to go into a mental institution. I'll play that for you right now.
He's lost it. He needs to go get help. He needs to seek help. He needs to go into a mental institution for a little while. He needs to. It's affecting his family at this point, for one. This motherfucker's posting, you know what I mean? Like he's doing blasphemy. He's dissing Jesus. He's dissing Virgil. He's saying free Diddy. Diddy's a, you know what I mean? So it's like, you could say what you want to say about it. And then people are gonna be like, oh, it's the Jew coming at you. Bro, I'm a human being. You guys are human beings. He's defending Diddy. Diddy's a fucking racist, right? Diddy's gonna be in jail forever. I mean, unless he snitches and tells what celebrities did what. That's the only way. So, you know what I mean? And that's just how it is. Why are y'all spamming ironic? Like, dude, I love Kanye as an artist. I'm not referring to him as Ye. Sorry, I'm not doing that. I really do love Kanye as an artist. I do.
I think Adin Ross is right here. Now, the thing is, Ye doesn't need help right now. Ye just feels like he finally had the opportunity to say what he's wanted to say and likely has been saying behind the scenes. Because people that have been in Ye's environment have said he works like a maniac. He talks to people like they're beneath him. He'll fire them if they offer any type of pushback whatsoever instead of just being a yes man. Other than perhaps the OGs he had. And by OGs, I mean people that he was with back in Chicago days like Common, Rhyme Fest, and who's the other one? Damn, I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. Consequence. That's the one. Oh, everybody else, I think Ye just wanted to let it all out, like he said, and it's a cycle. With that being said, Adin Ross decides to go in on another person, Pokimane, who gave one of the worst takes I had ever seen when it came to the Kendrick Lamar performance. She probably thought, oh, I'm going to hit a slam dunk with this one, and it was terrible. So if you're unfamiliar, Pokimane's a very, very, very popular female streamer. She's been on Twitch since maybe 2011, 2010. I remember her there back way back when. She grinded it out. So I'm going to play you guys her clip, which is very, very bad take.
With probably zero musical capabilities think that Kendrick Lamar didn't deserve the halftime show. What? What do you mean? Like, sure, we could sit here all day and be like, oh, I actually think this artist deserved it. What? Only white people hated it. I didn't want to say it. As a white passing person, I didn't want to say that. But you saying that and me repeating that message, I'm just going to let that sit. Okay, you know what pissed me off the most, respectfully, too? The people that I saw with this take the most were white men. Ain't nothing wrong with being a white man. That's not the point. My point is that, I feel like if you watched his performance and really took it in, you'd be like, there are some underlying messages that the performance is trying to convey, especially during Black History Month. So you sitting there, again, respectfully, whatever, being like, oh, I don't think he deserved it. It's just like, stop, please, please. Please stop. Please. Please. Shh. Arrête. Please arrête. And if you don't know what that means stop in French. Now you know. Et les Français, ils savent ce que je veux dire. Ils disent aussi, arrête.
So as you guys just heard, it was probably difficult to suffer through that entire thing. You see the Billie Eilish vinyl in the back. Good taste there. I didn't listen to that Billie Eilish album, though the first album is good. Regardless, I don't see any Kendrick Lamar up there. I don't see any hip-hop up there. And this take is, number one, she says she's white passing. If Pokimane is passing as anything, it's Asian. That's what people think she is when she's not Asian. And this is just a flat out wrong take. The biggest dude in hip hop academics hated on Kendrick Lamar's performance. Who else? We got Maul. People call him OVO Maul from the Rory and Maul podcast. He hated on it. Joe Budden, I don't think he gave his thoughts yet, but he gave his thoughts on the set list that academics leaked, which ended up being the accurate set list, and he was trashing it then. Now, his opinion may have changed. Jason Whitlock, another commentator who was heavily critical of it. Now, people will give their own takes on how they feel about Jason Whitlock, but the point is that Jason Whitlock doesn't fit into the description that Pokimane has of people that hated on this. Like most white people, either they didn't know what was going on or they messed with it. It's really Drake stans that are hating on this for the most part, and Drake stans are all-encompassing. So Adin Ross decides to go in on her viciously.
Pokimane too. Pokimane, fuck you. You're a fake, twisted bitch. You'd only come out the white people because guess what, Pokimane? You know that's what they gotta cater to and shit like that. You can't get canceled, come out the white people. Why do you people have to bring race up in general? Why? Keep it to yourself, bitch. Holy f***. No, chat, I'm gonna just say it for what it is. GG, I don't give a f***. I will never, listen.
So as you guys just heard, he clearly isn't too fond of her. And I don't think he's inaccurate. The thing is, from the minor dealings that I've had with Adin Ross, the guy's a genuine guy. Now, he might rub some people the wrong way, and I have been critical. I really didn't like the whole kind of like humiliation he was doing to rappers back in the day, but he might have just been an innocent kid that didn't know what he was doing. I thought he was more, I do think there's a level of manipulation to the content side, but as a person, he's really tried his best to just help people, and he's authentic. You know the opinion he's giving you is not an opinion that's going to advance him, because I've said this in a previous video where I talked about Kai Cenat. Adin Ross could be where Kai Cenat is right now, maybe even elevated in a different side, right? Because Kai Cenat is more appealing to hip hop. Adin Ross was always going to be seen as an outsider, but he could have been doing mainstream stuff like the Mr. Beast of Twitch if he decided to play by the rules. And he didn't. And Pokimane is an individual that plays by the rules. So he goes in on her, calls her fake, etc. I don't know that to be true, but in my gut and from what I've seen, like I've known about Pokimane for a very, very long time. Like I've seen her streams back in the day. Now, whoever's saying that she got popular off of like showing herself or anything like that, that's not the case whatsoever. Just some quick history. She got popular on a game because she was one of the few female streamers and she was somewhat decent and was just consistent. And it was early in streaming. She was apparently a good streamer to last that long. So it's really off of zero like sexualization that she got popular, regardless of what people may think. Now, will she or has she in the past years used lust to a degree to advance her career? Perhaps, but not anything that people want to denigrate her talent, if you want to call it that, or her skill and her consistency to the craft. Regardless of if I watch somebody, I'm fond of them or not, I cannot just sit here and outright lie. And keep in mind, Adin Ross hated on the Super Bowl performance as well, and it's because he loves Drake. Sneo also gave his own take on the Super Bowl performance and on Pokimane in general.
Very glad we don't need to pretend anymore. Drake is better than Kendrick Lamar. I'm like you, I don't give a shit about football, but I watched the halftime show to see the cultural shift happen. The only lyrics the crowd knew out of all of Kendrick's discography was A minor. But when he did the Wakanda Forever performance, everybody fell asleep. People have never been more tired of the inauthenticity. 10 years ago, a Super Bowl halftime show with George Floyd vibes would have received a standing ovation because people didn't know what white guilt was yet. But in today's America, nobody wants to see a performance that's equivalent to a BLM protest. They want to dance. It's the same reason when they see America's former sweetheart on the big screen, everyone boos like she's Hitler. But when the media's most hated president ever waves, everyone starts cheering. This is a clear sign of a cultural shift happening. Because at first, the invention of social media made it so people were rewarded for pretending to be good people. Fake morality was championed so much you could create a successful rap career off the back of dead Black Panthers. And now you can feel we're collectively seeing through the smoke and mirrors, and we're sick of the moral grandstanding. Nobody wants to see Ice Spice repping the Antichrist on the big screen anymore. We want to see Ye on nitrous at the dentist.
This take doesn't take into consideration, it's funny because I'm writing a script about this certain event that happened with Kendrick Lamar. Go to helloyassine.com. I'll give a sneak peek on there. But Kendrick Lamar has said some things that Black people weren't too fond of. Like, for example, when he did a Billboard interview in 2015 and they asked him about, I think it was Freddie Gray. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure that's who it was. And he said, oh, how can we expect, it was like police issues. And he was like, how can we expect people to respect us if we can't like show respect to ourselves? There was also a lot of criticism that came from the rapper No Name and many others talking about how Kendrick Lamar hadn't said anything in 2020 for the George Floyd stuff and why he hadn't been marching like everybody else. And he would eventually make an appearance. But there are things that Kendrick Lamar has done that haven't made the demographic that Sneo is pretending like is the only one that loves him and he's just trying to appease them. He's gone against what they like, especially with the Hebrew Israelite bars. There's a lot of that influence deep in Kendrick's music, and it's not hard to find. So with this take, I think Sneo just loves Drake. Drake's tapped him on the shoulder. Drake shouted him out. So these guys, they're just fans of Drake, and I wouldn't say they're not fond of Kendrick Lamar. They are just on a certain side of things right now, and they're going to stay there. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. Go to helloyassine.com. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace.